Welcome to the trainer style workouts. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be focusing on exercises if you had dumbbells and you had an ab ball and obviously some floor space. So this is just kind of a reminder what the trainer style workouts are like, is that I'm going to take you through each exercise along with my body, Amanda, our extraordinary trainer here, who's going to be demonstrating all the different exercises for me as I'm talking you through. So when we go through each of these exercises, I'm going to show you each block is 3 exercises. I'm going to show them to you. We're going to do them together for 1 set, and then you're going to hit pause, and you're going to do those exercises for 2 to 3 rounds. And then we'll move on to the next block. So after we finish this block, you're going to do this with me, you'll hit pause, and then we'll go to the next block. So today's focus is we're going to be focusing on back, biceps, and legs using dumbbells and the ab ball. And today, for just even ease, we have kind of our lighter weight, our medium weight, and something that's a little bit heavier. And if you don't have access to that many dumbbells, then you can always go for something a little bit lighter and a little bit heavier, and we'll talk you through it. Ready? All right. So the first block is we're going to start off is with a 3-way lunge. And so Amanda's going to demonstrate that. What you're going to do is you're going to step forward, go ahead, step to the side, lateral lunge, and step back. And a couple of cue points. When you step forward, you want to make sure that that front knee is right over the ankle. When you're doing that lateral lunge, you're sitting the hip back, and you're going to make sure you get the same kind of action when you lunge back. You want to make sure that front knee stays over the ankle, and she's keeping a nice flat back as she's doing it. Great. And so you're going to do anywhere from 3 to 5 reps on each leg each way. And so I'm going to actually have her pick up some weights, and she's going to demonstrate how to do it with some weights. Of course, she grabs I would grab the light ones. All right, so here we go. So she's going to do the same idea and look at the position of the weights. You see how the dumbbells are in between the legs there. When she does those, she's going to do one more round. And you're doing this along with us. Great. So that's, as you see, she's got it nailed down here. So we go ahead and put those weights down. And we're gonna get into our next exercise, which is our standing rollout, which you're gonna need an ab ball for. And so you're gonna stand and you're gonna have your fingertips on the ab ball. And then you're gonna roll down into a plank. And then you're gonna roll back to standing, okay? And you're using your core, you're using a little bit of your arms. And we're gonna end up doing anywhere from 8 to 12 of these, depending on where your level is. And on the next one, she's gonna demonstrate how to make it a little bit harder. So when you roll out, you can also add that extra extension when you do that. Be careful when you do that, and then go ahead and roll all the way back, because it is much more challenging. You have to kind of tuck your tailbone under and make sure you protect your back. Great. So after you've done 8 to 12 of those, we're gonna go into our last exercise that's in this little block of circuit. And we're gonna grab a medium weight to do our dumbbell row. So see our position here. So we're going with the right arm, the right foot is back. Her back is nice and flat, and you're squeezing here in the lat, okay? And so you're trying to pull the shoulder away from the ears, just like she's doing there. And then if you want to challenge your balance a little bit, you can kind of stand on one leg. There we go, and start to row. And it will challenge your stability a little bit, but that's okay. And this is also a good one if you don't have heavy enough dumbbells. That's also a good one to use to challenge yourself. We'll switch it up and do the same thing on the other side. So you're gonna end up trying to get at least 8 reps on the exercises. If you can get up to 15, go for it. So we're really kind of going after the back, lighting the rhomboids up, getting the lats, getting the rear delts, getting a good squeeze, getting a good exhale each time you bring it up. Excellent. That's all. She can go on for days, but we're good there. So we got the 3-way lunge, we got the standing rollout, and we got the dumbbell row with the ball. So you got those different options. You can go through those 2 to 3 more rounds, pause the video here, and I'll see you for the next block. Welcome to the second block. So good job on the first block. And now what we're gonna do is get into 3 different more exercises. And Amanda here is gonna also demonstrate through those. So the first one we got is we're gonna be using the ab ball, and we're gonna do a squat and curl with some dumbbells. So she's gonna go ahead and grab the dumbbells that she would like to select. There we go. And then you're gonna put a position where you have the ball kind of starting at your sacrum up to your shoulder blades, usually a good spot. And if you notice here, her toes are away from the thing. It's not right underneath. She's not standing really nice and tall. She actually has her feet in front, and you'll see why. So you're gonna go ahead and begin to squat as you come down, and as you come back up, you're gonna curl just like that. So you got 2 options. You can either do the hammer curl, or you can do kind of a twisting curl. So we'll show that twisting curl, just like that, okay? And ideally, you're gonna try to get to parallel. As long as you have your knees feel great, you're gonna go for that. And when you're sitting at the bottom, you wanna make sure that your knees are right over your ankles, okay? So we're gonna go anywhere from 8 to 15 reps on this one, and then we're gonna get ready for the next one, which is the dumbbell pullover. Last one. Awesome, great. So now the next one we're gonna do is the dumbbell pullover. I'll take those from you. Hand you the heavier weight, which I know you love. So when you set up on this one, you can do this on yourself. I'm showing you how to kind of get set up. You're gonna set up where the shoulder blades are on the ball and where you can relax your head on the ball. Okay. I'm gonna show you with the single dumbbell, and I'm gonna show you with 2 dumbbells. So with the single dumbbell, see how she's holding it here? You're keeping your arms pretty straight. You can have a slight bend in the elbow, just like she does here. You're going all the way back, and then you're gonna come right up to the point where the dumbbell is right between your chin and your chest. And we're working the back here. We're working a little bit of the chest also, getting the shoulders, getting the triceps a little bit also, but it's a good overall movement for the lats. Okay, so now we're gonna show it what it looks like if you don't have heavy enough weight, and you might need to use 2 dumbbells to intensify the movement. You can do this, where you have the weights together just like that, and take it back, okay? Which is a little bit challenging than 1 dumbbell. Or you can separate them, the 2, and the separation is about 3 to 5 inches, and then you're bringing it back, and that requires more stability. So it's almost probably 60% less weight, 40 to 60% less weight if you were gonna do with 1 dumbbell when you're holding the single dumbbells. Good job. All right, and now what we're gonna get into is the last one is the single leg RDL. There you go. And so that single leg RDL, it's important, posture is important on that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that when you're standing, you keep your gaze slightly ahead. You can go ahead and get started. Man, I know you're ready, you're revved and ready to go. Don't wanna slow you down. And notice how her back position is nice and flat. She keeps her chest tall. Kind of the cue I like to use, if you have like any kind of logo on your shirt, is you want to be able to see the logo in the mirror as you go down, okay? And when you come back up. Yeah, let's get 2 more. And it's okay, the stability on this one, that's the point. It's gonna challenge you a little bit, but we're going after the hamstring and the glute, the leg you're standing on. Now we're gonna show the staggered stance one. So if you really have a struggle with the balance, you're gonna focus on keeping the foot down. You're gonna drive into the heel a little bit. You're gonna sit the hip back, just like that, and you're still gonna keep the back nice and flat. So you're gonna pause at the bottom there. So see how the back's nice and flat, her chest is tall, there's no round there. Her hip is sitting back right here, so we're working that glute and the hamstring, and it should slowly come back up. Great, and you're gonna do that on both legs, anywhere from 8 to 15 reps. And so we got the ab ball squat and curl to review. We got the dumbbell pullover, and then we got the single leg RDL or the staggered stance RDL. You're gonna do those 2 to 3 sets, pause, and we're gonna be back for the next block. So welcome to our 3rd and final block of this workout. And so we're gonna get a little bit into the guns. I mean, we have a semi-automatic right next to me. So we're gonna test them out. So the first exercise we got is 21s. So 21s, you can do this with the dumbbells. I love doing this with bands. You know, you can do it with a barbell, but today we're doing it with dumbbells. So Amanda's gonna demonstrate those. So the first thing, you're gonna start from the bottom, you're gonna come halfway up. So, you know, like Drake started from the bottom, now we're here. And then once you get 7, then you're gonna bring it all the way up to the top, and you can go halfway down. Now they call it 21s because it's 7, 7, 7. You can do 24s, you can do 15s, you know, you can do 21s. You know, so you can mix it up too. If you want to get more volume, you can also, you're welcome to do that. And so you're getting the full range, so it's halfway up, top half, and then full range. Great, good job. So now we're gonna go ahead and go to our next one, which is the ball pass, which Amanda's gonna demonstrate. This is one that you would do ideally on the floor if you have a mat, and you're gonna have your ab ball. You're gonna put the ab ball between the legs there. You're gonna pass it to your hands. The legs will come down, the arms will go back, and then you'll bring them back and put them into the legs just like that, going back and forth. So ideally you're gonna get anywhere from 5 reps. So 5 reps is a complete revolution. And you can go up to 10 reps when you're doing this one. It's a good overall core. It works a little bit of the hip flexors also. And you challenge your flexibility, like she's doing a great job of keeping your legs nice and straight as you go up and down. Excellent. So now we're gonna get set up for the preacher curl, which is a little bit more challenging, but it's a great one to, once you get set up, it's a great one to be able to use. And this one is, it pins your elbows in a good position. And what she has her knees off the ground as she's doing that, and she's further away, she's squeezing her glutes and her hamstrings to help the stability. And then you're going to the point where you're going to 90% extension at the bottom. You don't want to completely lock out your elbow. It might not be a good thing for your elbow, but she's doing a great job going down to 80, 90% and curling all the way up. The placement of the ball is kind of at the belly button and right at the high point of the hips. And that's where the pressure of the ball is. Just enough where you can be comfortable, and see how she's just easily resting her elbows into the ball. She's using that for leverage as she curls. Great job, Amanda. You can go ahead and put those down. So this is the last block right here, 2 to 3 sets. I gave you the reps, go through those, 2 to 3 rounds, and then you're done for the workout, and I'll see you in the next one.